Good day to Mr. Azwan and as well as the module leader. My name is Krista Cecilian and I will be talking about the applied management practice. The first topic that I will be talking about is the graduate market analysis. Graduate market is the study of the latest graduate vacancies and as well as the starting salaries for the fresh graduates. The employability of graduates depends not just on the certificate, but in individual factors and organizational practices. In Malaysia, it observed that a record of 73.41% of respondents plan to recruit fresh graduates from both public and private universities. Fresh graduates in 2020 earn way less pay. This is because of lack experiences. Because of the impact of pandemic, the job opportunities in Malaysia is decreasing. This is because all the business operation is getting slower because of the movement control order. In United Kingdom, usually gives their fresh graduates national salaries. But because of the impact of the pandemic, half of the UK's leading employers have reduced their recruitment budgets. And here is the analysis of graduate vacancies in 2021. So moving on to the ideal candidate, there are 7 skills that I believe that most of the successful company would like to have someone with this type of skills. A candidate who can demonstrate the independence of highly skilled, adaptive in technical and ability in create a good human relation is likely to get recognized by the employers and wanted by a lot of companies. Fundamental skills which is needed in development such as communicating, managing information, creative thinking, and problem solving. With this type of skills, it could help a company to positive growth. So moving on to the next topic, which is the assessment that I did on the Applied Management Practice 1. So the first one is the Baldwin Self-Perception Inventory. The highest score that I scored is Implementer, the second highest is Coordinator, and the lowest score that I got is Shaper and Resource Investigator. Implementer is a type of person who gets their work done efficiently and organized with discipline. This type of person has a very creative ideas in turning every ideas and information that has been gathered into an action and plans. Coordinator is a person who has a very good listening skill, and this person could easily analyze the situation. The lowest score, which is the Shaper and Resource Investigator. A person with this type of personality is an outgoing person and very observant. The second assessment is Johari Window Exercise Analysis. This is a list of personalities that me, myself, and my friends think that I have. On the second section is chose by my friends but not me. And the third section is chose by myself but not my friends. And the upper one is time management analysis. This is based on the time management log that I did for 1 week. And the quadrant 1 is factors that I think is urgent and is important. And the quadrant 2 is factors that I think is important but not urgent. The quadrant 3 is urgent but not important. And then the last section is quadrant 4, factors that is not important and is not urgent for me. Moving on to the next one is SWOT analysis based on the assessment that I did on the Applied Management Practice 1. The strength, strategic thinking on planning out a plan and solution, observant on every detail of the situation or task that I do, excellent communication skills, I communicate well with other people. My weaknesses is lack of knowledge to communicate in a specific language, hesitant in speaking out what I feel during discussing tasks, opportunities, taking and learning different languages, threats, to keep up with studies and work. Next slide is the Assessment Center. Assessment Center is a method that is used by many organizations. This is to analyze and identify the company's potential and also the candidate's capability. So moving on, the first assessment that I did during Applied Management Practice 2 is organizational research. This is to measure our organizational skills based on the research of an organization. And the last one is choosing the best candidate. This is a matrix to choose the best candidate by identifying the skills. Different work field has different types of skills requires. So moving on to the next one, this is the second assessment that we did, the professional skill. We have been given a task to find the best icebreaker activity. And this is the purpose of icebreaker activity. And the choice of icebreaker that I chose is would you rather. The next part. So the third assessment is listening skill. We have been given an audio and we can only listen it once. And we need to draw as what it is says in the audio and draw it individually. And then after we have finished drawing, we combine with the other group members. This is to analyze our listening skills. And what I have learned from this is everyone has a different perspective on how they see things and how they describe things. So moving on to the next one is the interview skill. And we have learned to use the STAR framework method. The STAR stands for situation, task, action, and resolve. The situation is where I define and understand where is it, when is it, and what is happening. And the task is based on the situation that I am in, what is needed to be done. And action is what did I do and what techniques did I use. And the result is the action that I did. So moving on to the next assessment is the wall of confidence. The green one is the skills that I am good at, and the amber color is skills that I can improve, and the red one is my weaknesses. The next assessment is the networking skills. Networking is one of the most useful components we can use for our career and future. The platform that I use is LinkedIn. This is the front page of my LinkedIn, and I also put a description about me, work experiences. You can also put which schools are you from and the skills that you have and the languages that you can speak. So moving on is the feedbacks and what I have understand based on the assessment that I've done. Organizational research. The feedback that I got from my tutor is no confusion from each team member, understand the company's vision, and identify the importance of the target position. In order to make a good teamwork, we need to make sure that every team member has the same target and has the same view so that there is no confusion going on. And the second one is professional skill. Justify the suitable choice and plan and analyze the plan perfectly. Listening skill, to be able to understand and meet the person's wants and needs. And interview skill, the importance of being fully prepared for an interview and confidence during the interview. The wall of confidence, to analyze which skills that need to be improved, enhanced, and focus on. Networking skill, staying on top of the latest trends or information in any types of industry. So here is my personal development plan. Here has what do I want and need to learn. The second section is what will I do to achieve this and what resources or support will I need to achieve what I want and what will my success criteria be and my target that's for review and completion. So moving on to the next one is my reflection development record. It has my key dates and what did I do on that date and why did I do that and what did I learn from that. And the last one is how can I use this for my future. The last one is my revised gap analysis. It has my strengths and weaknesses and what employers want and the development skills that I need to develop. The skills that I think that I need to improvise more is to be more self-confident, self-management skill, my cognitive skill, socio-emotional skill, technical and IT skill, efficiency, leadership skill, writing skill, and able to speak in other specific languages. That is all from me. Thank you.